Good morning and welcome to week 3, day 2 for social studies on this DBQ. I wanted to share this video with you all so that we're keeping abreast of where we're supposed to be on the DBQ and kind of clarify how to do it with directions just like I would do if we were in class. So yesterday, what you should have completed was the bucketing. The bucketing was your brainstorming task to get you ready to write. You had 3 buckets here, and we talked about how these 3 buckets were supposed to be like your 3 body paragraphs, and you should have developed topics for them and then match the documents that goes in the bucket. If you need more information on how to do that, or you have not watched that video, you need to watch that video first before you watch this one. Moving on down to the thesis and the roadmap. So what it should have done for you automatically was put all your things in here, your topics here, and then you were to create your thesis here, which was the answer to the question. The question is always at the top. Who killed Reconstruction, North or South? Okay. Now, for today, you'll click on the second stage, and this is where you begin to unpack the buckets or extracting the evidence. This is where we get a little bit more deeper, where we're analyzing what the essay really says and picking out evidence to support our thesis, which is our answer to the question on who killed Reconstruction. So in the boxes below, list significant evidence for each bucket. Key quotes, paraphrased ideas. That means putting ideas in your own words from the text. Data, you can talk about an image or concrete detail. Feel free to cite your evidence using parenthetical citation like Doc A. All that means is a fancy way of saying, tell me where you got the evidence from, just like we always do. So, for example, in document A, it says whatever. To add or delete a paragraph, go back to the bucket and chicken foot page. I don't know why they call it a chicken foot. And add or delete a bucket. So this is what we're going to do. Once you click on this page, you have your 3 buckets here, and you should have the documents that you're going to use for each paragraph. At the top, you have your main idea. So I'm going to do one here, and then you're going to do the rest of them on your own. So for my first paragraph, I said I'm going to explain this paragraph, who the KKK is. And I'm mostly going to use document B. So I'm going to have to go over here to the right, click on document B and pull it up and reread it and pull information that tells me who they are. So let's see. On October 29th of October, and I can skim and scan through this because I've read it already. I'm just looking for evidence that matches the question to the answer to my question. And if you recall in the first video, I said the answer to my question was the KKK killed Reconstruction. So I need to find out who these people are. I need to tell the audience who these people are. So on the 29th of October, 1869, the Klansmen broke my door open, took me out of bed, took me to the woods, and whipped me 3 hours or more and left me for dead. Well, first off, I have to remember that my audience is somebody that does not know who the KKK is. So let me start off by telling them. And this article tells me that they're the Klansmen. KKK stands for the Klansmen. So I'm going to exit out of here and I'm going to put in here the KKK is a group of Klansmen. I want to use the vocabulary from document B. The KKK is a group of Klansmen that did not agree with Reconstruction. Okay? Now, let me go back and get more evidence. Again, they broke my door open, took me out of bed, took me to the woods, and whipped me for 3 hours and left me for dead. This is a former slave talking. So I can now put in my paper, exit out again. They, and I'm paraphrasing, I'm putting it in my own words. According to document B, they would beat and torture former, that is not how you spell torture, former slaves. Okay. According to document B, they would beat and torture former slaves. And I can continue with more evidence by going deep into what it says. In the document, it says, comma, they broke my door open, took me out of my bed. And you will continue writing. I also want you to tell me about the document because remember that the audience doesn't know what document you're talking about. They're not familiar with DBQ. So you can kind of say, like, the KKK is a group of Klansmen that did not agree with Reconstruction. Um, there was a document that allowed a former slave by the name of, let me go back because I can't remember his name, Colby, Abram Colby. Abram Colby. He discussed his experience or encounter, you could put encounter, with the KKK. So it tells the author or the reader more about what the document is about. Okay, gives the reader background knowledge because they can't go up to the documents. They don't know what you're talking about. So you have to give them the information and use the words from the document. So this is what you would do here, and you would do the same thing for each bucket. Now, for example, like in this second bucket, I have 2 documents. So I'm going to have to make sure I go to both documents and pull information and put it into this box. Okay, that is pretty much it for today. So yesterday was this, today is this, and you better believe tomorrow we're going to go even further. Okay. All right. Happy learning. See you at 10 o'clock on our live help in chat. Bye-bye.